Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, and he's already here. Awesome. So I'm just going to bring up the comments. um, so yeah, obviously going to be joined by Papa Gord, the Canadian Santa Claus. So let's add him to the stream. There he is.
All right. Hello, hello.
How you doing, my friend?
Good. Just very scrambly. My parents decided to pop up for a visit because my birthday was a few days ago, and my son's birthday is in a few days. So, with COVID and whatever, we haven't been able to get together in person. Wow, it's been a while. So they just left. So I'm like, oh, I got to get downstairs and start and get ready here. So made it in the nick of time. So all good. How
fantastic.
are you?
I'm doing well.
Excellent.
Doing really well. Yeah, having a. It's just letting my first coffee of the morning settle in. So,
gotcha. I miss coffee. I haven't had coffee in almost over 3 years. I gave up coffee. So,
oh wow.
Or it was the cream and the sugar. I don't know. It was one of the two. So.
Oh wow. So there's already some people in the chat here. This is exciting. This is awesome. It's
nice.
strange doing this on a Sunday morning. It's usually a Saturday night for me, so it's a whole different audience.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different audience. We're doing it at a different time. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, I recognize a few names in there. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Excellent. Yeah. Well, that was the thing is everybody was saying, oh, what? And I'm like, I don't remember what the time difference. It said it's a great time difference. So I said it's. I've struggled. I mean, this summer's been really, really busy for work for me this year. So yeah, I'm like I really slowed off. So I can't wait for September to roll around and my work schedule changes back, and then I can start putting stuff out again because I feel like I've just not been YouTubing much this summer. So
it is hard to fit everything in too, doesn't it? Like you got life, family. You know, you got to cook dinner sometimes, and
yes, absolutely. And the kids got, they've got their things that they need to go to. They both play in band, so you got to take them to their lessons and whatever else. And the odd time the wife wants to spend time with you, you're like, yeah, I won't hang out with my cool friends online. I'll sit and watch some weird movie with you right now, so no problem. But yeah, this has always been such a great. Even since I've been so much more enjoying the whole YouTube thing. At least the last year, I think, has become a lot more fun. I think I finally shook off a lot of the tenseness that was in my body and in my, and just So this fit. So I finally just kind of like, you know what, just let it go and just whatever happens happens. And just have a good time with it. So
yeah, I've said it a few times recently. I think within the last year and a half, particularly with COVID and stuff, the community online has just gotten even stronger, and it's probably better than it's ever been. I've been on YouTube for 10 years, so it feels better than it's ever been. Like, just a tight-knit group. Everyone's positive, upbeat, loves what they're doing, and enjoys talking to one another. And being able to link up like this is just, it's a game changer.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I don't have a lot of, like, close, real, like, that somebody that I go and hang out with on a regular basis. There's a few people that I see here and there, but like as far as who I consider friends and family, it's everybody out here, without a doubt. I just, everybody's been fantastic. I love the circle. Started very small, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just every once in a while I look, and it just blows my mind to see some people, what parts of the world everybody's from, and that we all can either connect. If it is Star Wars or Marvel Legends, or just maybe we share the same opinions about how tipped off we are with Hasbro distribution or whatever, and it's just, it's great. It's nice to know there are a lot of us out there, and it's that our opinions are very similar. So it's always nice.
Yeah, no, it definitely helps. But
how's it going, Jedi Track? Good to see you.
Hey, Linda's here.
There's Linda. How are you, my dear? Ooh, Paul, Mr. Paul.
It is the future.
It absolutely is. Yes, sir.
And the sun is coming out today and looking like a beautiful day. Not too warm, but it's looking like a really nice day.
Yeah. How are you guys going through? You guys are going through some lockdown stuff now, are you? Or
Yeah, some of the eastern states they're going through pretty heavy lockdowns. We had a lockdown about a month ago for a week. And since then we've been pretty good where I am in South Australia, but it just feels like we're in the eye of the storm. We're just waiting for the inevitable to happen with the Delta outbreak and everything. So it's
we just opened the border between us and the United States, so the Americans can come into Canada. We haven't been cleared to go the opposite way, which I'm like, how is that a thing? So they can come up, but we can't go down. Like, that is really bizarre to me. But at the same time, seeing some of the United States numbers right now, I'm like, I don't want them up here right now. Just shut the bloody. They're thinking at least almost the end of September before they're even contemplating opening the borders between Canada back over to the United States. So I just, yes, if they're only vaxxed, yes, Paul, you got that. But I'm just, it just, again, it's baffling how one country is allowing and the other one's not, and you're combined. So it's, I don't know. It's weird. So. Your cool friends online. There you go.
Exactly. Hi, Oldie. You both shop for shelves at the same store. Looks like we're IKEA buddies.
Absolutely, IKEA. You gotta love them. So.
It's the Billy bookshelves. They're just
Billy bookshelves. Yes, I love them. So, considering what I had when I started doing YouTube to what I have now, it's night and day. So I love them. They do what they need. I just need to get rid of a kid or two, and then I can maybe expand out more. So I'm very tight knit still right now, but it's okay.
Wait till you get that itch and want to start replacing all your shelves with glass.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know if I could do the Deltoffs or not. Like, I've got 2 hot toys, but I still feel no need to get in, because I've seen pictures recently of guys that they've collapsed in on top of each other, and the hot toys are just laying at the bottom covered in glass shards. And I'm like, yeah, maybe not. So let's just walk away from that. So
you can do glass shelves for the billies as well, which is what I've done with a couple of mine. So, and it just allows that light to just travel through.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. The only one I haven't been able to do is like that middle support shelf.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I'm sure there's a way around it if you wanted to.
I like the angle brackets and stuff. So. Probably, yes. Hey, Darth Rock, what's going on? Yeah,
how's it going, Darth Rock?
Yes, if you're fully vaxxed and the whole bit, yes. Yes.
Paul saying, yes, glass shells come over.
I don't have. Yeah, I wish I had a helmet collection enough to justify having those glass shelves. So that's just beaut right there. So
Mando clips. Yeah, he was in the cheese been in the chat for a couple of weeks. Awesome. IKEA billion details rock. I haven't done the detail thing yet, but I really like the idea. I just don't have the space for one right now. My room is full of billies, like it's completely surrounded. And even now I'm wanting to sort of just pull back and maybe think about some other systems, but not right now.
No. We're getting all of our windows and our patio door replaced, and that's about 20 grand right there. Ooh. So it's like, okay, we're scaling back on this stuff for the time being and putting it into adult things right now. So but I mean, I guess it's been a blessing, because it's not like there's really been a whole lot of stuff that's been released that I've had any inclination on jumping on anyway. So it's I guess it's been a good time for that. So we'll see when PulseCon drops exactly how much things are going to cost and if I get anything, but we shall see.
Yeah. Paul saying, I have so many details now. I have one unbuilt in its box under the spare bed. That's when you're a mint in box IKEA collector. You're saving it. Right, one day it'll go up in value.
You never know. I remember seeing people complain all the time when they couldn't get the damn things, when every IKEA was sold out, or people were driving 6-7 hours to get to an IKEA that actually had them in stock. So that just kind of goes to show. I was happy that IKEA had this stuff in stock. So I've only got, how many did I go with? 3 of the bigger ones and 2. Yeah, 2 of the small. I was gonna go with 3 of the small, but then once we did the measuring, I'm like, I just don't have the room for it right now. So, and then we did the angle. I did the angle brackets on the 2 right in the middle here to kind of,
I really like how that's worked.
make
that
it look
good.
like it fits nice. So
Yeah. I haven't done the angle brackets. Just I don't think I have the space for it, just with how I've got things set out. But
yeah,
I've sort of got them in at a right angle. So, but I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the big ones, 4 of the wide ones, 1, 2, 3, 3 of the skinny ones, and then 1, 2, 3, 3 of the like half height ones.
Yeah.
And constantly trying to find more space.
Oh, that just, geez, you can only put really so much on there before you're like thinking, how, am I going to play Operation just to be able to get to the figures at the back without just knocking them all down? So my episodes 1 to 3 shelf, I've got risers there, and it freaks me out every time I have to go to the back, because I know my hands aren't nearly as steady as they used to be a few years ago. So I'm constantly just going, oh, okay, come on, baby. So luckily they haven't all dropped yet, but that bloody General Grievous, he's usually the culprit to wanting to knock everybody over, because his legs are just horrendous. So
yeah, I had to get one of those clear acrylic stands. It's just like an acrylic rod on a base, and then I drilled a small hole in General Grievous's bum, so the rod sits in his bum, and he doesn't tip over anymore. I tell you what, it was a process. I'm glad no one walked into the room while I was standing there drilling a hole into General Grievous's backside.
Oh, good God, that's going to keep me going all the rest of the evening. Yes, Paul, I do. And yes, I do free stand basically every figure. There's 1 figure on a stand, and 1 figure's got some blue tack on his foot. Other than that, every other figure in here is standing on its own 2. Well, if they have 2 legs, they're standing on 2 legs. So
yeah, I use blue tack for all of mine, and they still don't always stand up. Like, there's just changes in temperatures and stuff. It softens the blue tack, and you occasionally get the one figure that sort of falls. But Jurassic Animation says, I was in Zing. I was looking at some Black Series, and the guy come out to work there and said nobody has looked at them for weeks. Yeah, right. They've got a lot in stock. They're just not moving for the prices at the moment.
Wow, that's
PulseCon, new Black Series clone helmet. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
That would be. If I think so far. Well, for Star Wars, we got the Cantina, and was there a second announcement, or was that I feel so behind in Black Series stuff, like way more than I used to, considering I was a completionist. So you gotta love that bum drilling, Paul. You absolutely do.
Always. I did it to IG88 as well, just so he could stand up, because IG88's another culprit for not standing well.
Yeah, that's true. Mine is actually, he's leaning up against a dewback, so so I'm getting away with using some bits and pieces there. So
does Canada have blue tack? I'm sure they do.
Here, look. We have it. Well, this one's called, this is from Ross. So I guess this is American blue tack. I don't know how I got this. It's called Tack and Stick. So yeah, it's blue tack. So but yes, we do have it. So it does. I definitely will agree. It does come in handy in a few spots. I used to use it a lot more with my original shelving, just because it was 4 shelves and there probably was about 350 figures jammed onto that one little shelf. So now, because they've got a little bit more room, I try to let them go as much as they can. But then I've also got 2 cats, but they've also been very good. They don't usually go around my stuff too often. So knock on wood, they're still
I've got 2 cats, and they're generally pretty good. But our dogs come in and the tail's wagging, and they're just wiping figures left and right, and it's, like, come on, get out. Lynn's saying the only ones that really fall are battle droids. Yeah, they're even with blue tack, they're not super sturdy.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Oh, they're all boring ones. There were no troopers. What do you guys think is the best way to display the Boba Fett's fire spray? You get the Slave 1 stand.
yeah.
You put it on the Slave 1 stand, and you pretend it's not called the fire spray.
Oh my God. I can't believe the amount of crap that people are you know what, it's the style of ship. That's what it is. It's not whatever, but yeah, I guess
I think the term fire spray is a good name. I think it's a good name for a ship, for an original ship, but not to replace Slave 1.
You can't, and is that where we've got as a society that you like, seriously, you can't slave? I understand it's not a great term, but
it's part of life.
Is it really being used in a derogatory way? Slave 1.
No.
That's it. It's not like oh, good Lord. I don't know. Like the last 2 years, it's really, a lot of people are getting butt hurt over some really stupid things. So I just, the less I can go on social media some days, the better. Like almost every weekend lately, I've just been kind of, you know what, I'm going to turn the phone off. I'm going to stay off social media because I just don't want to see what the next person's going to be crying over now that, they whatever. Like, it gets super frustrating.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me though. But I mean, even Robot Chicken took the piss out of it once, and there was like, even Lando come in. He said, "It's a cool ship. Pity about the name, though." something like that. Like, so that was back in the day.
From Lando. Yep.
Yeah. So they've taken the Mickey out of it in the past. So just, I don't know. It's a word. It's not implying anything other than a name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We just feel like we're really starting to tread on eggshells a little bit too much.
Just a smidge. The Karens are out there in full swing right now. So that's just super sad. Super sad. So
he says, I'm still waiting for my Mandalorian helmet coming for a pre-order at my Zing. I spoke to Scott from Bulletproof Villain, who is probably one of the best online stores down here in Australia. And he said he ordered 100, sold 100, and Hasbro sent him 10. So I don't know whether he had to add delays or cancel pre-orders. I'm not sure, but yeah, we didn't get enough, and I imagine it's the same as what's happening with Zing.
Jeez, that is nuts. I did it, Tai Chi. Oh, Paul, you are on
keep
fire.
The childish comments. Keep the childish comments coming. It's what keeps me going in life.
Oh, what are you doing? You going up? All right, there you go, buddy.
Hey, David.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, David, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. So, Mr. B. Yeah, the Dorito stands. Yes, that is true. Just to let you know, Mr. B and David, box hasn't arrived yet. So hopefully this week coming up. So that means we'll save it for next weekend's live stream. So it'll be, we'll get there. We'll get there. Nice. So you done? Oh, good God.
No worries, Rock. Boba Fett is a bad guy. His ship wouldn't be PC.
Yeah. There you go. That is ridiculous. So yeah, that's
every time I take a figure off my Black Series shelf, they fall over. It makes me rage. Get on the blue tack, dude. Blue tack, little spot on each foot, stick them down. Works a treat. I've been doing it for 15, 20 years.
I find the worst figures for falling over would be most of the first order troopers. Those figures are horrendous. Now, mind you, I have boxed up virtually every sequel figure in my collection, and I'm right now contemplating selling them off because they kind of, because I'm not gonna be a completionist with the Black Series anymore, just because the exclusives are just ruining it. The price increases, and I know with you in Australia, me being up in Canada, our prices are fairly similar, like as far as what the retail is,
and the conversion rate goes. Yeah.
Holy Jesus! Like, what figure was? Oh, okay. So here we'll do this guy. So, clone Captain Rex, everybody's favorite that nobody has except for us in Canada, which is, again, thank you, but whatever. He, taxes included, was about $43 or $44 out the door. And
oh wow! I'm gonna just bring up a little money converter. Just, I want to see what this is in comparison. Canadian dollar. Where are we? There you are. So yeah, $1 Australian is about 92 Canadian cents. So if we say $42, $43,
$43, sure. Let's go with that.
Yeah, 47 Australian dollars. So yeah, it's probably going to be about right. That's probably
okay. So for yourself, would you be paying? Would you just to have the name exclusive ahead of it? Because this, for us, this is a Walmart. Is this worth $47 to you? You get one less gun, but you get a soft good. I wouldn't even call the binocular thing, because it's a nightmare with that, because it pushes his bloody scope out when you try to put it. Oh, it's not that. I will say anybody who has the regular one, you're better. That, in my opinion, you're better off with that one, because I don't think this is a $48 figure.
45 Australian dollars is the going price now. Like, some stores still have them for 35, some are going for 40. Zing Pop Culture, which is like our pop culture side of EB Games, they're selling the Gaming Greats Black Series for $55, and vintage collection Gaming Greats, so that wave with the 4 Gaming Greats vintage collection, they're $35 each
for a 3 3/4 inch figure.
$35. Yep, you're paying. It's ridiculous, isn't it? You're paying $10 an inch.
Holy Christ.
I'm waiting. I'll wait for Paul's comment on that one. $10 an inch. Yeah, it's outrageous. Whereas most vintage collection figures are now sort of $29, $25 to $29, which is still ridiculous, because 10 years ago they were $15.
Wow.
So they've almost over doubled in price in 10 years.
If I had hair, you would have just blown it. Oh my God.
It's insane.
I'm at absolute loss for, like, holy.
That's why I haven't bought some of the. That's why I'm being really picky with vintage collection, because the price, I just can't. You know, I'll get some of the figures, but I'm not going to get those Gaming Greats just on the fact that the retailers have said they're $35.
Yeah. Well, I passed on. I didn't go ahead and jump on the new those 3 new carbonized ones that were announced. I was like, nope, I'm not doing those. Those 3 Hasbro Pulse, the Luke, the Han, and the Greedo, and the Power of the Force packaging. I passed on those as well, because they were $28 American, and then you'd have to do the conversion to Canadian and then add the shipping on that. I was like, no, those figures are not worth it. That Han Solo is still not a great figure, and so you've just updated the face on it. He needs a whole redo. Farm Boy Luke, same thing. I would love to go 6 months without a Luke Skywalker release. That would be nice for a change to go, you know what? We're not going to give you a Luke Skywalker till next year. Okay, great. That would be fantastic. But I you know what? Like, I've gotten a lot more back. Like, I've really gotten heavily back into Marvel Legends, because I don't know. I guess I can justify them a little bit more. I'm getting more enjoyment, I think, out of the Marvel Legends right now. Whereas the Black Series stuff just seems to be a revolving door of, say, the same 5 or 10 figures.
Characters,
kind of.
Yeah, it feels like it sometimes.
Yeah, we'll just, here's a stormtrooper. We'll give him pink lines. here you go. Here's Farm Boy
Exclusive.
Luke again, or just whatever. And I'm like, oh my god, like that Commander, like that Rex. Yeah, there's probably a good 6 or 7 of the Black Series that are coming out that I just was like, no, I just don't need. I've got all the Rogue One figures pre-ordered again. I have all the original ones.
Me too.
But I'm just like, I switched out the Star Wars Rebels. I upgraded them. I got rid of the originals, and that's what I plan on doing with the Rogue One ones. But part of me is like, maybe I'll just only get a couple because I don't really need another K2SO.
Yeah.
Because
I think
what's going to be
K2SO. Yeah. Same with Chirrut. Like Chirrut looks like a great figure already. Like he's, I think, Jin, Cassian, Baze Malbus, they'll be the 3 that are really good upgrades.
Yeah.
And then to add like Bodhi.
Finally.
Yeah, I know, right?
Finally.
To add Bodhi, Galen Erso, and what's his name, Merrick. They'll be good additions.
Anton Merrick, yeah. I think Merrick is the one I don't have. Somebody's pre-ordered the other one for me. So, but I don't have Merrick on order. But I don't know. I'm disappointed that it is the 5th year anniversary of Rogue One. I really was hoping that we were going to see more than the couple that we did, because now they're already starting to talk about the 20th anniversary of Episode 2 already. It's like, let's get through. Let Rogue One have its year. You gave us a lot of Empire Strikes Back, which well deserved, but I really, there's just so many other figures I'd love. I love Rogue One. It's one of my favorite films, and it's just, I'm disappointed in the lack of, except for the troopers, but thank God for the re-release stuff, because I've definitely filled in my shore troopers a lot because I love the mold on those guys. So fire spray made shit. Okay. Good point, David. Good point.
Yeah, if you get the millennials starting to get upset, which I found out recently that I'm apparently a millennial, which made me sad because I thought I was Gen Y, but apparently Gen Y and millennials are the same thing.
Really?
Apparently.
I'm just old, so that's all. I don't even know where a 48-year-old falls in line anymore to what we're actually considered. So I'm just whatever.
The car manufacturer is going to change slave cylinder also. I guess if the Karens are going to have to do anything about it.
Jeez. I don't think we're making fun of slavery. So no. The name that, again, it's been there for 40 years, longer. So that's, just like Hut, like Leia, slave Leia. I understand, but Hut Slayer Leia sounds cooler. Like, I'm okay with that change.
Yeah, I dig that. Yeah.
So, and I really hope that they decide to do a re-release on her, because that is definitely one that I would love to see look a lot more like Carrie Fisher at some point.
Even calling it Jabba's prisoner, or
that would work. Absolutely. Yep.
That says I'll be making guns because I guess Peacemaker and Bloodsport don't need guns. That was a weird release, those ones, the Suicide Squad figures that didn't come with guns, yet the whole movie, they spend the whole movie blowing people up with guns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's man, I don't know. I tell you, if we get invaded by people from, or not even people, but aliens or whatever, maybe they're already here, who knows? But if they were to sit back and start watching our history, I wonder if they would just go, maybe we'll just completely avoid Earth and just skip on to the next planet, because that place looks like a hot mess right now. So we'll just keep going. So
always figured Django got that shit from a bunch of Twi'lek slavers. But that's the thing, like, calling a ship Slave One when, we're in a universe where slavery is a part of the galaxy, like in Star Wars, like,
yeah,
Episode 1, Anakin is a slave. It's part of the lore, and There's a whole Clone Wars arc about it because there's slavery in the galaxy. It's, I don't know. I think they're just trying to infuse the real world history with things, and you know.
Yeah. Oh, completely agree. You gonna get down? See ya. Okay, thanks.
Hey, Darth Muzzer, what's going on?
Hey, Muzz, what's happening, my friend? Good to see you.
It's rolling through the. I've paid more than $10 an inch in the. Someone went there. I'm scared to death. I'm breaking getting off the plate.
Oh, doing some of your 3D printing, yes.
Every time I complain, I think, well, I think someone getting screwed like this.
Oh my god! Oh, ouch! Yeah, I know, Linda. You know what? It's not that I never believed you on the pricing and stuff like that, but yeah, it's always good to get a second. You know, get a second opinion. So.
It can be sort of hard to comprehend, I'm sure, sometimes. Like, but I know there's this whole relativity thing with, you know, what we earn in our jobs is, you know, the dollar value. It accounts for the same thing everywhere. Like, it's not just action figures. It's it's for cost of living. It's everything. It's just the way the economy is sort of structured, and you know, they're priced all accordingly to the economy and the cost of, you know, raw materials to make plastic, and you know, we know that most of these figures are probably going to end up on the ocean floor one day. So
yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah, without a doubt. Like I sit there, you know, every once in a while, if I bring both my you know, if the kids bug me and go, hey, can we go to Toys R Us? No, but you know, can we go out and do some toy hunting or whatever? And you know, off we'll go, and you know, they'll start grabbing, like, especially my daughter, because she's almost 10, so she'll just grab something, come over and go, oh look, I'm like, how much is that? Well, I didn't look at the price. I'm like, go and scan, and then she would scan it, and you know, I don't even know what to use as an example, but she would just, yeah, look, okay, how much did it ring up at? Like $27.99. I'm like, do you know how many weeks of allowance you would need to save to be able to buy that? You would easily be a month or a month and a half of saving up your $5 you get a week for doing jobs around the house. Whereas, and I do realize that what we would make, like when I was 13, 14 with first jobs, making like $3.75 an hour. I get,
yeah,
you know, it's gone up. Now it's like $14 an hour or whatever it is in Canada now. I don't know, but I get it. But I just feel so bad for the kids out there that they can't buy themselves stuff like that. Like they see a Mandalorian figure or something like that and go, so I got to spend a minimum, say $20 to $25 on, say, if it's a 3 3/4 inch figure. Whereas when I was a kid, I would have been something I would have paid about $2.50 to $3 for. And
yeah,
you know, and then you would see walls of this stuff. Whereas now all we see is empty pegs, and you can't buy anything even if you had the money to buy. So
yeah. They said I'll buy a helmet if they fit my giant melon. That is my problem too. I went and I really wanted to get the Mando helmet, and I went and tried a buddies on it. It just didn't fit over my gigantic skull. So it's yeah, that saved me $280.
That's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. So never necessarily, they look great, I would say. Like I had Boba Fett's, I had Kylo Ren's, and I had just the basic Stormtrooper. The Trooper helmet fit okay. Kylo's, that was a no-go. Like that was, I'd be lucky to wear it kind of like Wrecker on the top of my head. And then Fett was, it was snug. I could get it on, but I wouldn't be able to put my glasses, or so I wouldn't be able to see out of it. So, and then I used to have them on my old desk. It was a I don't know. It was a 2x2 square. So it had room to put the helmets on. So I was like, okay, great. I'll buy 4 helmets. I'll put 4 there. It'll look really good. And then nobody would ever see them. So I was like, nah, you know what? That's something I got to walk away, because there's some great ones out there, and I've missed a lot of helmets. I'd love the Vader helmet, but then I'm looking going, that's a lot of room, and I'd have to clear a whole shelf, if not more, just to fit it, to show people that I have it. So I'm just better off passing. So
yeah, I do have the Vader helmet, and it fits on my head, but there's like a collar piece.
Yeah,
that doesn't go on the back of my head or the front of my head or whatever it was. So it's a great centerpiece for my, because I've got like one shelf right at the top of my room, and it's just for Darth Vader stuff. So it's like a beautiful centerpiece for all my Darth Vader stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I have the Kylo Ren one, which I modified. I gutted it and sealed it all up and repainted it and everything. So that one does fit my head now. But I never got around to, I was going to do padding and stuff on the inside. I just never got around to it now. It just sits on a shelf. So I get distracted by other things.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Oh, what did Mr. B? Oh, Mr. B, really, man? You're getting an Obi-Wan lightsaber? Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I'm still so scarred that mine got lost in the mail and I never got it from winning Sleeping's 2,000 subscriber giveaway. So,
oh damn.
Yeah, he bought the nice one with the nice box.
Yeah.
And then it got to a spot, and then they had to put it to the side because the paperwork wasn't quite right. And then it grew legs and it walked out the building. So it never made it. So I had a video. My wife actually recorded my reaction to watching the giveaway happen. So I was gonna have a great video all set up, whatever. I've got it sitting on my thing, and I'm like, nobody's ever gonna see it. So I'm jealous, Mr. B. So
that's heartbreaking.
Jealous. It is a little bit. I mean, and again, I don't blame Sleeping. It's not him. It's that creepy friggin' guy or girl who decided that they needed to take somebody else's property. So scumbags. But
no, just a postal worker's backpack somewhere.
Yep. But good for you, Mr.
Way
B.
Skywalker. Got some awesome folks in the chat. This is awesome. And I keep skipping past where the comments are. I'm hitting the wrong button.
Yeah, I find if I start getting too deep, sometimes it just jumps and brings you right down to the bottom. And it's like, oh, dude, I got like, I got to scroll way back up to find out where I am again. So yes.
Saw that Galactus is up for pre-order on Zing for $7.99. I did see that.
Yeah, that's. Oh, here, I'll ask this. So, are you for the HasLab for the Black Series? You in
for the Rancor?
For the Rancor, yeah.
I don't know where it's going to go.
Yep.
I've got a Razor Crest coming, and I haven't got any space for it, so it's. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. I've never done one. I still got to have that conversation with my better half well, one, I need to know what we're going to end up with at the price point, but I can't that's a purchase. I just can't just go, oh, hey, by the way, guess what? I just bought myself a big giant, whatever. So I don't want to miss out on the very first Black Series one, but I don't also want to start living in my car.
That's fair.
At the same time as well. So
at least you could share a car with the Rancor.
I could, yeah, and I could Mr. Fibble, my nice monkey, my monkey lizard could come and live in there with me too. So, but I can't imagine the price point being as high as like Galactus or the Razor Crest. I did the barge as well, so it was. Oh wow! Really?
I have to think about. I'm going to have to reconsider the future when it's coming to HasLabs. Like, have I got the space for it? Do I really need it?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably wait and see on the Rancor. I'm not 100% sold on it yet, but I'm a sucker, so.
Oh yeah. We all have. There's some stamp somewhere, and there's a special light that you go under, and it just automatically just dings every single one of us. So, but
it's a sickness. We all have it.
But we do. You can't. Yeah, you get the sweats, and you're constantly. Oh yeah, all the time. I went out last Sunday. I hit like 8 to 10 stores, and I came out with that much. Nothing. There was nothing in, and that was 2 Walmarts, Toys R Us, 2 EB Games, some Winners and Marshall stores that are starting to put some Marvel Legends and a few Black Series out really, really cheap. Just absolutely nothing. Couldn't find a damn thing, and that was disappointing that it gets to that point now that you can't. Can't find anything at all. Like when you actually want to get something, you got to go straight to Amazon or some online thing and order it and then wait for it to come in. So you don't get that. You don't get the feels as much as you do as when you're. I don't care, man. I'm 48. I still get that. If I find something in the store and go, oh, I can't wait to rip the package open. But it would be great.
But yeah, there used to be clearance store. There still are clearance stores called the Reject Shop down here. And a couple of years ago, they were getting like 6-month-old, 12-month-old Black Series figures, and they were selling for like $10, $15 each, which was great because it was a good chance to, grab some extra troop builders and stuff like that. But I don't know what they're doing with them anymore because, if there's extra figures laying around, I don't know where they're going because they're not getting them anymore. So, but it's a strange one. But I do get the figure anxiety though. It's just been announced, but I don't have it and I need it, and it's
oh, for sure. Or then you forget. Like I said, that's where I'm at right now. Is it's like, oh yeah, that was announced now. Whereas 4 months ago, prior to the May the 4th stream that they did live, I was on it all the time. I knew what was coming, roughly when, who I had it ordered from, and then the minute that stream dropped, they just broke me, and I have never been the same since. So I'm just like, if I find it, I find it. If somebody happens to come across a second one or whatever and messages me, that might be a thing as well. But I'm not actively going to go out there. I'll go into other things. I'm not a one-dimensional. I love my Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love what I have, but I'll throw my money towards the Masters of the Universe, the Origins line, because I can buy 2 of those figures. I can buy 3 of those figures if I were to buy one exclusive Star Wars figure. So do the math. One figure with none of the accessories that we want with that figure, or 3 He-Man guys. You know what? He-Man was very important to me when I was growing up, so I'm okay with either. So.
Yeah, well, I've sort of been mucking around with the DC Mcfarlane figures as well recently, and I'm having a great time with them. Like just this week, I got the new Batfleck from Justice League, Zack Snyderverse.
Nice. Yep.
And that's a nice figure. It's a really nice figure, and I got the Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have him. I love that.
Awesome.
I think it's great. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've only got. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got the Batman with the scythe, and I've got that Bat Cycle. That's
they're fantastic. Yeah.
And then Sleeping sent me the John Stewart Green Lantern. I think that one. He's not my favorite Green Lantern, but I love that the construct gun that he comes with, and he's got the emerald armor piece that goes over his shoulders.
Yeah.
I got a Wonder Woman. I do have a regular Batman. And then I've got the which is it? Red Sun Superman. Because I love the love the Russian emblem on the chest. So, and then I just got a couple more sent to me from Nathan Bowden. I won some figures from him, so he sent me the Hellbat suit, and then the Superman whatever, the armored Superman outfit that I don't whatever it's called. So I've got that one again. And they're pretty rad. Awesome. I think they're pretty cool. The articulation McFarlane's are a little weird, but I agree with you. There's some fantastic figures out there that he's pumping out. So
in terms of their look and aesthetic, though, they're like just really, really nicely done. Like my favorite one. Oh, I didn't even know. I think my favorite one's Nightwing, but I have the Batman who laughs with the wings, and that is just a brilliant figure. But
nice.
And I can't go past the Arkham Joker. Like it's just so good.
Yeah, I've missed a few, but because I keep telling myself I'm just going to do a small shelf and then that's it. But that Dr. Fate looks really good, so I'm like, I might have to get him. I'd like to get a Red Hood because I love Jason Todd. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to need him now. But then I also going to need a Hal Jordan, and he's in that 2-pack. And I'm like, I don't want the other figure. I just want the Hal. So maybe, so who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see. So hopefully eventually, but now it's going to mean I'm going to have to expand down into a second shelf now. So
it's always the way, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, never ends.
Sending stuff to Canada and UK from the US is a chore and expensive. It's amazing that it's so expensive to send it to Canada when it's not crossing an ocean.
It does get. I know with the Americans, I think tracking is always included. Where if I were to ship down to the States, I do have an option that if I just ship one figure as tight as I can get it, I'm looking at about $11, but there's no tracking, there's no insurance, there's nothing. So you're just sitting there crossing your fingers, waiting to get an email going, "Hey, I got it." So I track everything, and I'm usually at about $22 to ship a single figure through most of the states. So I have shipped a few things out to Australia, and the biggest thing is the time to get it out your guys' way. Every time they quote me, they're like, "So it'll get there between 6 to 8 weeks." I'm like,
yeah,
like, what, do you got to send it off world and then have it come back into the stratus? Like, come on, it shouldn't. Well, if you want to pay an extra $85, we can have it there in 3 days. I'm like, yeah, shipping for $100 for a $30 figure doesn't quite work. So okay, well, let me know when it makes it there. So
yeah, I just picture like a postal worker just putting a box in a canoe and then just pushing the canoe out into the ocean and just hoping for the best. You just got to wait for it to show up one day. but yeah, even to buy stuff on eBay from the US now, if it's a $45 action figure, it's $48, $50 to post it. So it ends up being $90.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know what the go with that is, but it's just become so expensive that I can't buy from the United States anymore. It's
no, and you're that far away, and I'm literally, I could within an hour I could be in the United States from where I live in Canada, and I'm very hesitant for buying a lot of stuff over, except for Amazon. Amazon, the American site, sometimes I will order some stuff through there because Canadian Amazon, for some reason, massive cancellations, especially on pre-ordered stuff, where I've learned my lesson. I'll just pre-order it all through Amazon.com, and it always works out that I roughly pay about the same to Canada to the American price anyway. But as far as like going through Dorkside or any of those guys, it doesn't make sense anymore. Because then by the time you look at everything, and then sometimes you get dinged at the customs, and then that's a whole nother fee that you don't even expect to pay, and then go, oh, so I'm forking out another $15 on top of the $15 for shipping, on top of the $28 that hasn't been converted. So yeah, it just doesn't make it worth it anymore. So
yeah, we don't get a lot of the customs side of things, at least with receiving, which I guess is a good thing, but I'm not sure. I've never really understood how that works, because I know that sending stuff to the UK, they sometimes will have to go and pay like a customs fee to pick it up and collect it. But so I've never really understood how and why that works. Because as far as I know, it's always just been included as part of the shipping costs. But I guess each country's doing their own sort of thing. Yeah, but
yeah. Well, they've got us by the short and curlies now, because because of COVID and not being able to go into stores and buy things physically and stuff like that. All those shipping, UPS, Pure Later, regular post, they're all looking at stuff going, oh, ho, ho, now it's in our hands now, but they're still doing an abysmal job on getting the stuff to you in a respectable amount of time. Like, things are still taking some days. I still think we're almost at Christmas time for some stuff to finally make it, because they'll go, yeah, I shipped it out 3.5 weeks ago and it's stuck in Chicago still, and it's like, why is it still there? Like, just, it makes no sense. But hopefully one day things will start sliding back once we can get through the 87 variants we're probably going to have to do with COVID, and we'll see from there.
Where's the TVA on that one, hey? Not doing their job.
No.
Loki just messed everything up, and now we're getting COVID variants. Average from here to Canada is US 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Because I got a couple of Andy from Holly Chronicles sent me a couple of posters a couple of months ago, and I reckon it took close to 5 weeks to get here from where he is in. Where's he? He's on the northwest coast, I think.
Jeez, that's
I can't remember where he is, but yeah, 4 to 5 weeks I reckon it took to get here. So have you had any pickups this week? Have you had any new additions this week?
Oh boy. I got not Star Wars, but I got my SH Figure Arts Pac-Man.
I saw that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Super cheap. I think on the American Amazon site, he's $20 American.
That's good for figure arts.
Not bad. So you get three extra hands, an extra full face piece. You get cherries. You get a cherries, and then you get, I think it's Blinky. And there's a little hole in the back of the cherries and Blinky. So if you've got a generic SH Figure Art stand, you can plug it in to the back and have it kind of floating. Cool. So I got the cherries there up top somewhere, but
that's cool.
So I picked this guy up, and I think I think that was roughly it. I got Slag or Slug, whatever they want to call him now, for the next 86 Studio Series, because I do collect some Transformers still a little bit, but as far as Black Series, there's been I'm just waiting on the General Lando wave to ship to me whenever that's going to be a thing. And yeah, I think that's it. I do have to show. I told my mother I would show this off, so I guess this counts as something new. So my mother loves doing cross stitch. So
my wife does the same thing.
Yes. So my mother did this for me for my birthday. So
love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's so cool. Yeah.
And so in the middles of all the blades, apparently she used glow in the dark thread. So if this sits in the light long enough and then you shut it off, they're supposed to glow.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I told her I would purposely. So she said she might consider doing up a second one. So I might do one of these as a giveaway on the channel eventually. But so I guess that would be
really cool.
Yeah.
Nice, unique, one of a kind item. Like,
absolutely. Stuff like this, I love putting them up. It's
sentimental value.
Yeah, 100%. But other than that, there's been absolutely nothing to find to buy. So it's disappointing, but I don't know. So how about yourself? Anything new your way?
Just those two Justice Batman figures. I did reviews on these two during the week, but it's the Endor Luke and the Tusken Raider.
Nice.
Which I'm really impressed with both of those.
Yeah.
My boss had a couple of figures sitting in a box he was trying to sell for another client, and I decided I'd grab them, and I got.
Ooh, there's some old school packaging right there.
Yeah, and it's just I don't really need it, but it's cool when I don't have a. Oh, yes, I do. I was going to say I don't have like an Emperor's Wrath Vader, but they did in a vintage collection one. So, but it looks all right. So I'll open that one and Saga Collection Vader as well, which I'm going to open and review because he comes with some cool accessories. There's some like boxes and stuff that he throws at Luke.
Right on. That's awesome.
So, and I do love the Saga Collection, but
I was never into the 3 3/4 inch stuff. I just. Again, Mike Case is that's where I found out about Black Series because I didn't even know it was a thing back in 2013, and I've only been collecting, I guess, for close to 4 years now. So I never went back to the 3 3/4. I went the same way as Mike and said I need a bigger figure because my hands are big. Again, it sounds dirtier than it needs to be, but because my hands are bigger, you need something bigger in your bigger hands. So I need the figure.
Take it away, Paul.
Yeah, this is. It doesn't matter what I say; it's just all coming out dirty. So yeah, everybody knows what I'm saying. So
it's all right. We're all kind of grown up here.
A little bit, just a little bit. Yes.
Yeah. The last thing I got this week, I bought a second one of these. It's a guy called GI Trooper Kits on Instagram. and he does water slide decals. And I did a Clone Trooper Jesse about 2 or 3 weeks ago because he's my favorite clone, and I bought another kit so I can do a phase 2.
Oh, right on.
So water slide them onto just a plain clone body. I'll see if I can show like the other piece. You can sort of see.
Oh man,
like around the head. So
yeah,
it's fiddly.
That's a good word to use right there. I can feel the stress right now just looking at those things.
That's like exercise. I've got to just sit down when I'm calm, relaxed, and just take my time with it. And so that's going to be my little plan for later today.
Yeah, not too much coffee, so just enough to keep the hands nice.
Just stay balanced.
So, yes, but that looks pretty rad. So I've never tried to customize anything. The closest I've done is swapping heads on some stuff. So I haven't. I've got like 20 Jyn Ursos. I don't know why. I just feel bad for that figure. So anytime I find one, I buy her. And I tell everybody all the time, if you have extras, you don't want her, I'll be like Toy Galaxy. He's got his Boba set. I'll do the Jyn Ursos. I'll save all of the Jins. So I've been working on her long lost twin brother, Pete Urso. So I've used the Spider-Man Peter B. Parker. So I'm gonna get some paints and paint them up in the whole bit and kind of get them changed up a little because they're basically just a guy's head on a girl's body. But so that's as far as I've got, and I think I've got Baron Zemo. Baron Zemo as the patrol trooper as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's like, cool. Why not? I like the mask on my Zemo better, so I don't want to waste the face sculpt on this. I'm like, let's get that out on there on that guy. So. But no painting. Cool. I've never done any of that stuff yet. I'd like to, and I think that should be something to come soon. So I hope.
Yeah, I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks I should be able to buy a 3D printer. So I'm going to start doing some 3D printing for some accessories and just some cool different bits and pieces. So I'm really looking forward to getting into some 3D printing stuff.
Yeah. That's the hole I'm not going down. So I got David for that in the chat. So David does 3D printing because I get really, I don't even know what the term to use. Not stressed so much, but I'm not super technical. So that's where the one take video came from on my for all my reviews, is because I don't really grasp editing all that much. So I'm just like, we'll just do it one shot and we'll skip the ums and the whatever and we'll go from there. I'd love to get a lot better at it, but I always do better if I've got another physical person who knows how to do that stuff. Maybe walking me through. It's great. I've had many YouTubers send me messages and stuff like that, but I'm like, I don't work that way. I work better with somebody besides showing me things. So that's with 3D printing would be the same thing. I know me, the first time it would jam, or if it didn't work out, I'd probably put my fist through it, and then I'd be like, well, that's it. I'm done my 3D printing. So absolutely out the door. So
Darth Rock saying in lockdown here, can't get anything. That's frustrating. I know New Zealand's just going back into a real hard lockdown. Just I think they had 1 or 2 cases and they're just gone, cool, let's lock it down, sort it out. New Zealand's handled it better than anyone, I think. So hopefully they get through it nice and quickly.
Yeah, geez, that's
so. Yeah, thinking of you over there, Darth Rock. Hope everything's going all right.
Absolutely.
Got a link for GI Trooper kits. I imagine I'll type it in here. So it's on Instagram at GI_Trooper_kits, and I've written it all in caps lock, but that's okay.
Mr. Beal will enjoy that. So he sent me some cool stuff already between my blurg and my there we go. Since we don't actually have a Lobot, that's Mr. B, this is a Mr. B custom right here. So he did a
Nice.
Lobot for me. So
Oh,
at least I got
fantastic.
a placeholder anyways, or maybe I don't ever actually even need a real Lobot if we ever get a real one. So because then I already have one. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
That's cool. Are they doing that? Oh, they're doing a Lobot for Vintage Collection, aren't they? I think they're doing a new Lobot for Vintage Collection. Yeah.
Yes. No, they don't like Lobot in a 6-inch. I still think it was fixed that he didn't win the fan vote, but
yeah.
What? That's all I have to say with that. So yes.
Yeah. Hey, Justin's asking, hey guys, do you think we'll see a re-release of Jabba for 40th Return of the Jedi, or do you Blue Series 1 now? I'd wait. I dare say, I think even before the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, I think we'll get Jabba again. I think it's been a few years since his release.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. With the Rancor coming out in Black Series HasLab, I think a re-release of Jabba is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It'll give folks a chance to get Salacious Crumb, who was previously only part of the exclusive from back in the day.
Yes.
Because he came out in the blue line, but he didn't have his little bong.
He didn't have anything. It was just him in a box. That was the worst release. Yes.
And then the exclusive came with his like rail, his bong, and Salacious Crumb. So I dare say, hold on, unless you find one for a really good price. I'd just hang out, because I think it's going to come sooner than that if they're going to. I'm thinking with the Rancor, I think they're going to turn their attention to Return of the Jedi, sort of what they've been doing pretty strongly with Empire the last couple of years. I think they started it this year with the Endor figures.
Yep.
So I dare say, stay tuned. I
completely agree. Yeah. Unless, if you can find one, if you're not an mint inbox person or whatever, and you can find one for whatever. I had both. I think I paid $20 for Jabba. He was loose, no box, no nothing. So I had him on my custom throne pad that a fellow subscriber made for me. And then one of my like big time subscribers, Brian, he sent me the SDCC set. And then it just got to, I'm like, well, if I got that, and then David printed me off the throne from the end of Mandalorian season 2. So I put the throne on top of the Jabba pad, and then I sent the Jabba off to a fellow friend of mine who never got him. But yeah, I would say the same thing, Justin, is I would completely, unless you can find a deal and a half on it, because all they're going to do is they're going to give us the exact same Jabba with probably a slightly better paint job. And then maybe we'll get some bits with it. But yeah, I would definitely say the same thing. Hold off. Stay the course, whatever they say. So.
I've lost the comments again. I think they've listed late September and our tech is now December, which doesn't make any sense. This is like a full wave of 5 or 6 figures. Some are listed for a September release. Tech is really for December. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Mr. B saying a re-release is possible, but haven't heard anything.
Yeah. No, David, there's been a lot of talk. There's a lot of rumors been going around that Jabba. It does sound like we could see another one. So, oh, really, David? Do I have to swap out again? Do I have to give away my throne that I have now and keep the newest one? Because I'll do that. So,
is that Mandalorian throne as in Boba's, or are we talking about the throne, the throne of Mandalore? Because I saw Landspeeder Luke's done one.
I'll see if I can. I don't know if you guys can. I
could see.
Right.
Yes.
Right up there. So I don't know. That's about as close as I can get with the wire. So David C made that throne, and then my friend, and another one. David
is that Deadpool sitting on the throne?
That's Deadpool sitting on a throne. Yes.
Yes.
See, and I got some new bounty hunters in there. We got the hot dog guy, and I got a burger head dude, and what? Yeah, you got to have a little bit of fun with it. So, since Hasbro doesn't want to give us any new bounty hunters or aliens, might as well put some Fortnite figures in there, and Deadpool hanging out with his unicorn. So why not? He'll be moving soon, because I think there's a new figure that is coming at some point in time from Mr. B that is going to be residing in that throne. So, Dave, you're making a Mandalore. Ooh,
really?
News
early in 9 p.m. curfew. Yeah, well, that's because they're all deciding to still hang out at Bondi Beach, aren't they? During the day, so with no masks, they just. No comment.
Yes.
Archive wave should arrive this week, so I have some more figs to open. I've been opening one a day since lockdown started. At least it gives you something to look forward to every day.
Yeah. Which archive? There. I don't know. It's the 501. There's only a few select people that actually have those figures already. That somehow
there's not many out there, is there?
I don't understand. I don't know how. I've had them like a month already now. So, whatever. So at least I got lucky. So that one helped really boost my video. Like that was actually that Rex video that I put up. I still can't believe, like, it's starting to slow down finally now, but I've got over 6,000. That's my highest viewed video ever. Because usually I'm lucky if I can max out at about 1,000 views on some videos, but lately it's been 200 or 300 views, and then that one went up, and I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. I guess people do actually watch for new things once in a while. So I was pretty happy that I got good legs on that one, but now I know I'm going to be disappointed in the next Black Series review that I do, and it's just going to scrape out nothing. So, but that's, you know what, it's fine. I've never been all about the views or whatever. I just wanted to monetize, to have the community posting, and then just go from there. But you know, now things seem to be picking up again, so we'll see. I think now that in the States that the schools are starting back up and people are starting to go back to school and stuff, that, you know, maybe a few people aren't putting out as much content, you know, in the first bit, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand the whole the whole algorithm and stuff that YouTube has. I don't think I work into their system all that much sometimes, but it's still fun doing it. So what does it really matter in the grand scheme? This is not my job. So this, you know, if this was my job, I'd be living on the street. But that's okay. So
we get a little bit of kickback every now and then, so it's good. It's good. That's the bonus. Like every couple of months, I can go and buy something, because I just hit 10 members on my YouTube channel last week. So it's, you know, every couple of months, I can go and buy something that I otherwise wouldn't. So it's
for sure. I've been slowly upgrading. Like, I got a new ring light due to things, because I'm up to 38. I've got 38 channel members on my channel, which a lot of people are like, what? But
congrats, that's fantastic.
And it's $2. So I just did one level. I had 3, and then I'm like, that's kind of ridiculous. We'll just give everybody everything for one level. And of course, now that I have my own line of female underwear, so now everybody's the G-stringers. That's what everybody's called. If you do join my channel membership. So yeah, it definitely does help, because that's what I've been doing lately. Is I just leave it and then just go, okay, well, I could use a new this, or I need a new webcam or whatever, and then at least I don't have to worry so much about it coming directly out of my pocket. So and then it just helps the channel. So it's awesome. Plus, you know, it's great when I do get the odd bit of fan mail here and there or whatever, and you know, I'm always walking on a cloud all the time when that happens, and I'm just like, it's send that in. So
it's an amazing feeling. It's really humbling. It's just generosity of the people, and
perfect word. Yep.
Your Badlands Boba is in the package. Now you can put him on the throne. Yeah, so Darth Rock lives in Middle Earth. I believe he lives in the city of Minas Tirith, which is also Christchurch.
There you go. That'd be pretty sweet, man. That would be really, really cool. Hey, there we go.
Scott, the delays are to do with global shipping. Docs can't unload cargo containers at the same pace they used to, so the turnaround is taking months instead of weeks. That makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, I'll give him that. So
Paul's Collectibles, where you have from? He's in Arizona.
that he is. And Paul, I know you're happy when you get 100. I was the same way when I was starting out. If I hit 100 views on a video, I was through the moon. So now that I'm up to 1,500 subscribers, I kind of like the views to kind of grow with the amount of people who subscribe to the channel. But hey, there we go. Darth Muzz. Nice.
Darth Muzz, thank you, my friend. That means the world to me. That really, really appreciate that. That's awesome. Muzz, absolute rock star.
Great man. So my dad wanted to take home my Star Trek ships that you sent me. So he was looking at it tonight going, ooh, those are really nice. I'm like, you stay away. So those traveled a great distance to get here. So yes.
No, I'm gonna tweak my my membership tiers a little bit. I think I'm trying maybe drop the price down a little bit and yeah, just sort of rework it, because one of my tiers I went with a Discord sort of chat thing, and
okay, yeah,
that's not something that everyone sort of gets on board. So I want to try and find something that's, you know, something that a lot of people can sort of jump on, because the Discord thing, whether people don't want to download the app or, you know, yeah, you know, that's a good thing for some people, but not for others. So it's I need to find a nice balance there. So
yeah, I don't understand Discord. Everybody's up my butt about, and I'm like, you know, guys, like seriously, I figured out how to live stream. I figured out how to download a video.
I really don't need another. Yeah, I really don't need another platform to be able to chat to people on my phone. Because got Instagram, got Facebook, got Twitter, which I barely use. But.
And I've fallen more back. I still use Instagram quite a bit. Facebook, not so much, because I've kind of fallen into, I don't use Twitter a lot, but I'm constantly, if I've got a new video or a live stream or whatever, if I hit a milestone, I'll put it on there. But I'm just like, oh my God, it's just too much stimulation to go, okay, I got to Facebook and put something on my Facebook page, and I got to do something on my Instagram page, and I got a community post on YouTube, and then I got to tweet about it, and then I got to do something else, and then maybe I'll remember to breathe so I don't pass out. And it just is it's just too many things. So
it is.
This was meant to be a hobby. This was always just meant to be something not to get stressed out over, to go. And I look forward to more so for the live streams lately, just because I haven't had the time to just to sit and record anything. I get home from work and I am done. Plus, again, I'm nursing a wicked hernia right now, so I can only sit for so long before the pain gets really bad, and I'm getting it fixed. I'm actually going for surgery in just under a month, so I'm going to have a lot of time at home to get caught up on. I'm probably easily at least 15 Black Series reviews behind, just because I just kind of lost interest a little bit in putting stuff out, because you look at the Americans and they've got the tech wave and they're doing whatever, and I'm like, well, by the time I get them, is it worth me doing it? Because everybody's probably seen 100 other, you know, reviews, but at the same time, it's like, no, you know what? I'm still going to document. I've done everybody else. Why am I going to stop now? So I do have to kind of kick my ass and start getting into it again. So
yeah, I still get to that point where I'm like, you know, if I get a figure that's come out a lot later than the folks in the US, I want to review it anyway, because I like to talk about it, and I like to get my thoughts out there, and I don't necessarily just want to put a figure on the camera and say this is what it is. Like I'd like to sort of share my thoughts and opinions on it, and you know, add a little bit more of that personal touch to a review. So it's still fun to do, and it's, you know, a chance to actually sit there and play with the figure for 10-15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So yeah, that's, like I said, once September hits and schools are back in, I can't wait. I've been really looking forward to it, because I'm like, I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot to get the live stream up, a couple of spots to advertise just to let people know you're doing it, and then just kind of sit back and chill for a while. But then part of me is like, man, yeah, you don't get as many views on the live streams, and I know that messes up the algorithm a little bit too. So it's like, whatever with the algorithm, you know. So
Yeah.
and Darth Rock, yeah, same. And I'm not trying whatever. Like, I don't know, whatever happened with my channel. I went from 1,370 subscribers, and it just, I think, again, because of the Rex review, it put me out there a little bit more, and I'm at 1,508. So I picked up over 130 subscribers in under a month. But then I did same thing. I was up to 1520, and I dropped back down to 1507. So I lost 13 subscribers overnight, and they haven't come back. So
yeah, I knocked back about 20 subscribers about a week ago, I think, and what that tells me is that it's YouTube deleting deactivated accounts or inactive accounts. So people that have been subscribed for a long time, but they haven't touched their channel since. So it's just they're clearing out the servers, getting rid of the dead space.
Yes,
and that's where those numbers happen when you lose 10. So if you're not subscribed to Darth Rock, or Papa Gord for that matter, go and subscribe and give him that little buffer. Give Darth Rock that buffer so he doesn't get knocked back to below 550 again.
Yeah. And Darth, he puts up some cool different versions of, you know, and I like some of his groupings that he does. I love seeing it. Plus the accent never hurts either. So for me anyways, I'm a sucker for listening to you and any of the UK guys or whatever. I'm just like, just say words. I don't care what you're talking about. I'll just listen to your words. So
if I ever hit 1K, I'll just have one. I think you'll hit 1K. Don't worry about that, man.
Yep. I was over, you know, the few people that are, you know, that do follow me, it wasn't until just this January before I hit my 1,000. And so I'm over 2.5 years. So I would have been, it was 5 or 10 days after my 2nd year anniversary on YouTube before I finally hit 1,000. And there were gaps, you know, when I took 6 weeks off because you know, just getting called out by a bunch of trolls and some other things or whatever. So, you know, there were gaps in between. And then I just kind of was like, screw the morons. I'll just do my own thing. And if they don't like don't watch my stuff. If you don't like it, don't watch. And if I don't like your comment, believe me, I'll wipe it off my page and whatever else. So but Darth, you'll get there. Absolutely.
It took me 10 years to get to 4,000. So,
well, see,
it's a slow game, and it's never really, the numbers have never really bothered me. I do it for fun and, you know, to communicate with people that are like-minded folks. So it's
and there's a lot of us, and that's the thing, you know, like if we were talking about how to crochet something, I don't know why I pick crochet, but you know, if it was some obscure thing, my wife's a teacher, and she's got a YouTube channel sort of, but she created something for a French lesson, and she's got, I don't know, less than 20 subscribers or something, and I think she's over 1,000 views on that one, and I'm like, are you kidding me? You've got this, and you do one video, and I put 500 out, and it's taken. So she's just like, you know. So, but yeah, there are a lot of us out there, and like you said, I love, it's the interaction that I'm more about now, rather than, you know, having to talk about the latest thing. I'll just talk about anything. So,
well, good buddy Darth Phoenix 619 is here. YouTuber from way back. He's been in the game for a long time.
Nice.
And another very supportive member of my channel, so I appreciate that. Yeah, another Darth member there. If you've got Darth in your name, you've got to be a member of my Jedi Council.
Yes, yeah. I don't think Darth would go well with mine. Papa Darth? I don't know. Muzz, I'm actually hitting a Best Buy tomorrow, so I will let you know if I happen to come across that damn Qui-Gon, because I've been to 5 different Best Buys so far, and so far I'm 0 for 5. So I'm still looking for you, trust me. So you're on my radar still.
The dark side is with Jesse. It seems like it, doesn't it? I can't now. I've got the Jedi logo tattooed on the back of my leg, so
nice. Yeah, I could use some more Star Wars. I've only got my if I can bend it that way. So I would just whoop, there we go.
Yeah,
so
killer.
That's the only one I've got. So I'd love to do more. I'm almost like, oh man, I'd love to do a space scene on the, but I just like their tattoos are getting so much more expensive now. So
They are.
I had a big one cover up done from on this side.
Yeah.
Like it's been 2 years now. It was like $1,400 to get it done. So I'm like, yeah, that was probably my last one. So I got to get some touch up done to it finally now that they've opened up again. So I've been waiting for a long time so I can start to finally show it off a little bit. So
have you seen my George Lucas tattoo?
No.
All right, let's do it.
Ooh,
So I got George Lucas.
Oh, it's just an arm. Okay. Whoa, that is some serious Lucas going on there. That's excellent. Well done.
It did well. It was
Yeah.
that was about 5.5 hours.
Ooh, nice.
And my tattoo artist, he wanted to practice doing some portraits.
Yeah.
So he put a thing up on Facebook. You know, if you've got an idea for a portrait you'd want, drop it in the comments. Let me know what your idea is, and I just thought, he probably won't go for it, but I'll drop a picture of George Lucas in there, and he just messaged me saying, "When are you free? Let's do it." So I was like, all right.
Nice.
So I'm gonna work on getting some text. I want to get like "thank the maker" or something put underneath it, and just I don't know what else. Maybe some of his ships, or some of his original ideas sort of floating around.
See,
just something
bad
cool
influence.
around.
Now you're making me think I need to when I go see my guy, because he's done most of mine, but like this is the one that he did for me recently. So, but you can just kind of make out right there a little bit of the Superman logo. So that's part of the cover up that it just kind of popped right out when it started to heal. I'm like, no, come on. And then we were getting ready to book another sitting, and then COVID hit, and then he finally got to open up again, and he was way behind. He's like, dude, I'm like, you know what? I said, I'm not in a rush, but I kind of am. But at the same time, I always give him a full whatever. I'm like, you wanna, like he's into realism or portraits or whatever. I'm like, this is what I'd like to do. You can decide on how you want to do it and do whatever you want. So he likes me that way because I'm pretty chill when it comes to a lot of that stuff. So but we'll I can't wait. So I think it's mid-October. I think I finally get the touch-up done. So
nice. That'll be good.
Finally, yes, it'll be a good feeling. So yep.
The David has Hakuna Matata on his chest. So every time you take your shirt off, there's no worries.
David, you are turning into much weirder. So at least you haven't been telling people that you've been wearing the G-string lately again. So I'm about to do stupid Saturday night stuff like drink. That's the stupid stuff.
Thanks for hanging out, Paul.
Yeah, Paul. Excellent.
Thank you.
Oh, I like the grotto. Yes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, smash the like button. Jeez, man. Pretend it's Patrick from Hasbro. Smash that like button. That's what you got. Linda says that all the time. Come on, Linda.
And accidentally reveal a rancor. What do you got? What do you got on for the weekend? What do you got planned for the weekend?
Well, let's see.
Any upcoming streams of videos?
Maybe. I've got my list. I'm still trying to get caught up. When I was on vacation the other week, a couple of weeks ago, and I've gotten buried. So I'm like, oh man, how am I? So I'm trying to climb back up to being on par. So I got some stuff to watch. my daughter's gone out to the drive-in, so she went to the movies with a friend of hers. So she's going to see Free Guy and Jungle Cruise or whatever it's called. So she's gone for the night. And then the older boy, I guess he spontaneously combusted because he was on the opposite side of my screen playing PlayStation, and now he's just a headset and a controller. So I don't know where he went. And then I think my wife and I will probably end up just watching something tonight. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be it was pretty grossly hot out here today, and I don't do heat very well. I like the fall. So tomorrow's supposed to be just as bad. So I think tomorrow I might actually record something because my son's got band practice, so he'll be gone for about 3 hours tomorrow. My wife's going to take him, I think. So then I'll actually not have to worry about getting interrupted or whatever. That's been the biggest thing this summer, is just having the family home, because, you know, schools are not open right now. My wife's a teacher, so all three of them are home all summer, where I go to work, I come back, and I work in the school system as well, but I'm the one who gets to clean the schools and get them ready for the beginning of the school year and throughout the school year. So yeah, hopefully just chilling out. Like I said, my hernia has gotten worse over the last probably few weeks. So I've just tried not to do nearly as much. I'm not as active as I'd like to be right now. So I just, just kind of chilling out. I might finish rearranging a few things a little bit. I put some backdrop paper in one of my shelves that look like brick, and then I added some lights to my stuff. So so I did that the other day too. So I don't know. Hopefully I can do some YouTube stuff tomorrow. That's what I'm trying to do. What's my definition of hot, Linda? I think it was almost 40 degrees today and it gets very friggin' humid over here. So that's too much. The white people are melting. So that's I don't remember what movie that's from, but that's from a movie years and years ago. But yeah, that's hot.
40's hot. 40 is hot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't mind 20, 21. 22 isn't so bad. A light breeze, I'm okay with that. But I'm all about wearing a hoodie and shorts, and I'll wear that right up until the snow falls. So that's my ideal outfit. So
yeah, you sound like me. Just comfortable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hoodie and shorts. Yep.
Yeah.
Best season of the year. Yep.
Yeah, I love it. I love when all the leaves change color to the oranges and the reds and the yellows, and I like going on a lot of walks and hikes and stuff like that. So my wife and I, we try to get out, and that's my favorite time of the year to walk. I love the smells and everything else. And then it gets depressing because then I know the snow is not too far afterwards, and I hate the winter as well. And I'm Canadian, so not all Canadians like the winter. So
yeah,
I hate
our winter's
cleaning
coming to a close.
Oh yeah.
I'm just looking forward to some nice spring sunshine. It's good. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I was trying to explain to my daughter because she was like, "Oh, you're live streaming? It's Saturday." I'm like, "Yeah. I'm with the guy from Australia." Oh, where's? So I had to pull it out and show, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's Sunday there." And she's like, she couldn't grasp at all. I'm like, it's hours later, so and she's like, how can that happen? I'm like, I'm not going to try to explain it to you. So, but yeah, she thought it was kind of neat. So,
see you, Darth Rock. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it.
Darth. Good to see you, my friend. Again, we'll get together soon. So September, I'll start getting my streaming lineup back in order again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to teeing up some more folks.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome to hang out and chat with you finally. It's been wanted to do it for a little while. So
yes, I've got my notebook, and you were, I think, either number 1 or 2 on my notebook of people I have to get a hold. And so I'm happy that you were smarter than I was and was able to reach out sooner than I was able to. So we could finally do this. So yeah, I've got about 10 or 12 other people written down that I'm like, Jesus, I really got to get my butt in gear. But some of the times it just depends on how you feel. And especially with mine, am I going to still live stream or am I going to cancel it? And I don't want to arrange a guest and not be 100% there for somebody who's taking their time out to jump in or whatever. So I've been just, you know what, again, we'll get through the summer, we'll get back into the fall, and then I can start, whatever, I can get back into my 2 live streams a week rather than my 1, and then we'll see what happens from there. So
yeah, it is tricky, like especially time zone converting. Like if you got someone from the same country, it's probably a little bit easier, but normally I do Saturday night, so this time I had to do Sunday morning. I've got my parents coming up for lunch, so I'm looking forward to spending some time with them in a couple of hours. Gonna go cook a nice roast chicken.
Ooh, nice. I like that. That nice. Sounds really good. So yeah, we did pork. We barbecued pork skewers, and then we did a pasta salad, a potato salad, just a regular salad, and then again, because there's an 11-day difference in birthdays between myself and my son, so we just had a little store-bought birthday cake, and that was it. Hacked it up, nice. And hardly any no fuss, no mess, whatever the thing is, and yeah, it was good. Just enough, not to feel like you're like, yeah, now I'm nappy full. So yeah, it was delish. So my wife barbecued just perfectly tonight. So
excellent.
Oh, man.
The Northeast is expecting a hurricane tomorrow. Nothing like extreme weather event to put a damper on things.
Damn.
Oh, stay safe.
Yeah, that is nuts. That's crazy. And Eddie, I'll answer say just quickly. You know what? For where I am, I live in Ontario. I'm about 40 minutes, maybe ish, just outside of Toronto. So I'm close to the big city in Ontario. So our winters have definitely changed when I was a kid to now. Like, we don't nearly get as much snow as we used to when I was a kid. Global warming, I guess, right? So because every year they say the same thing. Oh, this is going to be just a nasty winter. And then the next thing you know, you're through the end of February going into March going, okay, we had 2 snowfalls. What was the problem again? Why was it going to be bad? So yeah, there are some days I hate bundling up. You got to throw boots on and then make sure you got a pair of shoes with you and, a couple extra. Oh yeah. It's just layers suck. So yeah.
Seriously, Star Wars, what's going on, Chris? Thanks for tuning in, man. It's going very well. But I think we'll start wrapping up. I know I've got a lunch to organize and a chicken to cook. So
yes.
And I'm sure you have an evening to enjoy. So
yeah, I think I hear the wife walking around. That way I can stretch and get the hernia I'll have to pop the hernia back in. So
yeah, I hope that all goes well for you when you get to go get that sorted.
It'll feel so much. I've had one on the other side, so I know the relief difference. So I am definitely looking forward to having it, and I'm hoping that'll do me for a while. That'll be 4 surgeries in like the last 12 years. So I'm hoping it'll give me a few years break, and then I can not have to stress over stupid crap like that.
Yeah.
So
I've never had one. I hope I don't, but my back has been killing me the last 3 days, and yeah, it's getting to the point where I just twinge and it just makes me want to cry. So yeah, I need to go get some deep heat into my back again. So
yeah, there you go. I can appreciate the back pain. Absolutely. I've got 2 fused vertebrae in my lower back, and I just try to ignore it because I don't want to deal with back surgery or any of that. I've had both my hips completely replaced, and this will be my 2nd hernia. So at least I'll be symmetrical with my scars. So I'm hoping that'll be it. So yeah, but no, this was awesome. Yeah, I had an absolute blast anyway. So
yeah,
I appreciate
that. It was an hour and a half that just went really, really quick. So
okay, yes.
Talking Star Wars and toys, it just flies, doesn't it?
Absolutely. But I will we will I will work around your schedule for sure next time, and I will have you join over with the G stringers. And
That'll be
yeah,
fantastic.
definitely once we get into the fall or whatever, which I guess will be spring for you guys or whichever.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
but yeah, I'll definitely have you on for sure. So I totally appreciate you having me on for absolutely.
Awesome. All right, thanks everyone. Big thanks to Darth Muzzer for jumping on as a member. That means a lot to me. I appreciate the hell out of that. So everyone, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Enjoy whatever you're enjoying. And we'll see you next time. May the force be with you, everyone.
Later, eh?